I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across a post. It was from a particular lady, and she was saying on her post that she would not be in a relationship or date anyone if they're not going to pay her bills. And in the comments, some people agreed with her, but the men was like trashing her, throwing her under the bus.
Why? Chivalry. I mean, come on, men. Open them doors.
And let me tell you,
Be the protector. Be the provider.
right, I can see both sides, but it's not her fault for thinking that way. It's not.
Because it's back in the day of dating, courting. That's what they used to do.
Yeah.
But these generations now, you got to pay half.
That's true. That's true. That could be true. But I blame one person.
Who?
One person. But I'll give you some background before I blame this person. When we think about music, the lyrics of a song goes a long way. Words.
Right.
We're talking about words. Words of
Words.
affirmation. People love to hear stuff.
Yeah.
Take into account Jodeci. Casey Jodeci.
Okay.
And I'm still talking about this lady at this post.
Okay.
Jodeci sung this song. Take my money, my house, and my car. I mean, if you're going to be with the lady, be with the lady. Why she got to take your money? No, he's willing to give it up. Take my money, my house, and my car. Still talking about this lady in the
Would
post.
you give me your money, your house, and your car?
Hold on, Flip. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Another one. The greatest group of all time.
Who?
After Seven. To my heart. To my heart. They're my boys.
I like After Seven.
They at fault too. Because they said, I'll give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountain.
What's wrong with that?
I'm going to get to it.
Yeah, get to it, because what's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, do you know that's jive? You know jive talk when you hear it. Can't no man give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountain. It sound good.
Have you seen Bruce Almighty?
Yeah, I seen Bruce Almighty, but
You
he ain't.
remember when he lassoed the moon and he brought it to her?
That's blasphemy. God forgive us. Okay, but the one person I blame, the one person,
I'm waiting.
Babyface. Soon as I get home from work, that's the name of the song, y'all. This man.
I remember that song. I love that song.
I love the song too. I love
Tell me
that
what's
song.
wrong with that song.
The hook.
What's the hook?
I give good love.
You better.
I buy your clothes.
Okay.
I'll cook your dinner too.
What's wrong with that?
Soon as I get home from work, let me tell y'all something. As soon as I get home from work, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Soon as I get home from work, I gotta do all that.
That's love.
That is love.
That's real love.
But see, see how women just go ahead into real love. I'm searching for a real love. Dudes,
Cause that's real love. You want to pay my bills? You want to, cook my food, cook my dinner?
that's
You want to
slave.
give good love? Come on. That's real love.
I can give you good love. Why I gotta be a slave for it?
Yeah.
Why I gotta do all that? Why can't I just come home and you love on me, I love on you? Why I gotta pay your bills?
Wait, whoa. So women can get off work, cook your food, pay the bills, give you good loving, and who you blaming for that?
Now, let me ask you. You name me one song where a woman said that. Name me one song where a woman said.
We ain't crazy.
Exactly. So, getting back to the...
But that doesn't mean we don't do it.
It doesn't mean you don't do it. But I'm just saying. It going back to this lady's post. When she says she not dating nobody who's not paying her bills, you go back to these songs, and when you turn them on, guys, we pretty much saying, like my wife just said, we saying what we gonna do.
Yeah.
They saying what they gonna give. I'm gonna give you some good loving. I'm searching for real love. You know, Anita Baker. Anita Baker ain't never sung a song that she's saying she gonna give $5.
She said she was apologizing.
She apologized. That's love when you apologize. Janet Jackson. Nope. Janet Jackson? Nope. Who else? Name a female artist. I'm telling you. So what I'm saying is, guys.
Beyonce said she'll upgrade you.
Well, see, that's upgrade. Ain't nothing wrong with upgrading. And why she gonna upgrade you? Because evidently you on the downgrade mode. She gonna upgrade you. You on the level down here. She gonna upgrade. Ain't that something?
Did I upgrade you? Yep, I did.
Okay, I was gonna say that's for you to answer. Not me.
No.
I already know. Get it right. Get it right.
Yeah.
So this girl says this, fellas. She is not to blame. We are, because we promised the earth. We promised everything.
You did.
I was gonna ask you that too. So what did I? I mean the ring. Yeah, promise. I promise.
Oh, we finna go somewhere with this.
Yeah, but what did I promise you in the beginning of our relationship, and I did not fulfill? What did I promise you?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Where you talking a little crazy right now. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
But
That's what I'm saying.
If I'd have promised you the Mars,
I would still be waiting. I mean, I may not get it right now, but shoot, I'm patient.
yeah, and I'll probably be still working on getting you Mars. I can barely get the Mercedes I want, but I'm gonna go ahead and get Mars for you.
Yeah, because you said it.
'Cause I
Okay,
said
so we're not gonna go there. Hey, how everybody doing out there?
So listen.
Before we
Yeah. But that's the gist of it. Fellas, be careful what you say, especially when you spitting that game, when you trying to get the honey, you saying what you gonna do. And she listening. Trust me, the ladies gonna listen. So if you ain't delivering it, and women know it's jive. Y'all know it's jive talk.
Not when you are whispering in my ear and.
It sounds
But
good.
see, that's that job because they trying to get something. See, they trying to get something, babe. So ladies, like he said, watch out, pay attention.
I mean, you ain't got to really watch out. You know what to do. If a dude come into your area, be like, I'm gonna get some macaroni and cheese, girl.
And I'm going to give you some macaroni and cheese, too.
With some Kool-Aid.
I'll drink that no more.
See, but you know jive talk. So, fellas, like I said, and when they hold you accountable for that, this girl that's on this post saying she ain't giving, that's her prerogative. She can do what she want to do, Bobby Brown. She can do what she want to do, and she can say what she want to say, and she doesn't have to get with nobody that ain't paying the bills. But I bet you this, she gonna get with somebody that's gonna probably do it. She gonna get some.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
Because that's for her.
And that is for her and him,
All right.
whoever. So,
What we doing?
we about to get naked.
And talk.
I'm Keon.
I'm Lynn.
And y'all, we appreciate all the love we've been getting.
Yes.
Everybody, I mean, we didn't think in the beginning, did we? We didn't really think that we were going to get this type of feedback, but
No.
boom.
But we appreciate you. And it's been a long time coming, so
It
we really
has.
appreciate you guys.
But the confirmation is when people come up to you and they say, oh, keep it going, and You hear the positive, and people want you to keep going. And now that forces us to be consistent and get on
Yeah.
here every single time and just deliver, what's on our heart in the relationship. And this is real talk. That's why we call it naked, y'all.
Yeah.
We getting real in a relationship.
Yeah.
We uncovering
Straight
some stuff.
up, no chasers.
No chaser. We uncovering some stuff. It's gonna feel good, and it's gonna feel bad at the same time. But
it's gonna open your eyes to a lot of stuff.
That's it. It's gonna open up.
But we're not gonna tell you nothing that we haven't gone through
Absolutely.
ourselves.
Absolutely. So it's gonna hurt, but hey, grin, bear it, help each other out, make it a safe place to share, and I guarantee you it get easier and easier. I'm taking from somebody who never opened up to talk. Me,
Yeah.
never.
The person who just talked too much is me. Okay, so we established that.
True that. So, baby, what we talking about today?
Ooh, that is a good one.
It's always a good one.
We're talking about sweet spot.
Sweet spot. Now, sweet spots. Do I need some deliverance from something, or when you say sweet?
It's not dessert.
Okay.
It's not like no cookies, no cinnamon rolls, which is his favorite.
Is it nasty? Nasty stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why do we gotta be sexual?
My head. I mean, you said sweet spot. So
right.
Okay.
So when I say sweet spot,
yeah,
I mean, where are you guys at in your relationship?
Oh, the sweet spot in the relationship.
Yes.
So, can you be at a sweet spot in the relationship?
Absolutely. So, okay. So, in the beginning, when we started dating, we were young, we were dumb, we were learning.
You speak for yourself.
Anywho, we were, learning each other. We went through some ups, some downs. I loved him so much. And he was like, yeah. Then he loved me so much. And I was like, yeah. Because sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
We'll be on the, different pages, different, times and space and emotions in our relationship. A sweet spot is when you are on the same page.
Okay.
And as the Bible says, on one accord.
So that's the sweet spot when you on. Okay. Now, when I'm thinking of being on the same page,
Yes.
is that possible? And I only say that because you're two different people.
Me?
No, I'm saying in a relationship.
Oh, I was going to say.
I'm two different people. I'm a Gemini. So it's hard to get on the same page with me. But I mean, come on. I don't think it's important to be on the same page. I think it's important to agree with you, even if I don't agree. I think it's important because you're not going to be on the same page on everything. Come on,
But it's not. Okay, so let me bring it back. It's not necessarily saying, oh, I agree with you. Oh, yeah, we can do this together. Oh, yeah. No, it's not that.
Okay.
In your relationship, being on one accord, on the same page, is knowing your role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See,
Know your role.
yeah. Everyone has a role in a relationship, even the kids.
Oh, okay.
Even the kids. Everyone has a role.
I get it.
You know your role. You stay in your lane. If you're not good with paying bills, let me handle it because I am. Okay? I'm just saying. If I don't like washing the dishes, thank you, sir. I'm just saying. There's roles in a relationship. God made man in his image. What did he make us? His helpmate. The helpmate. So you are the head of the household.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the helpmate. Okay? We have our specific roles. We are on one accord with that, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Now, it's easy to say that.
No, yeah.
Now, the function of it is the
Mhm.
difficult part.
Yeah.
And this is where we got to let our Facebook users know because the producers letting us know.
Mm-mm.
We're not going to do that.
Mm-mm.
We're going to keep going.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Mr. and Mrs. Producer, thank you. We're going to keep going. So, when we're talking about the sweet spot, when I'm in my zone, when I'm in my lane, and you in your lane.
As far as roles?
As far as roles.
Okay.
You just define all that.
Yeah.
Now, it's hard to even do that, and I only say this because of our backgrounds. Now, I grew up in a single parent home with my mom, and my mom kind of had me she did most of the stuff, but I did things on my own because that's what I had to do. I didn't have a father, so I kind of took control of things. Now, getting in a relationship with another woman, or with a woman that says,
I was going to say another woman.
with a woman that says, well, because my mom, I'm talking about another woman.
Okay.
When you get in a relationship with that woman and she says, I ain't your mama.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. When a woman is in a relationship with a man who likes to take control, she's not going to say that. She's going to be like, now this is a woman who's not like independent. She's was a 2-parent household, and she's used to her dad or the man of the house taking the role of the man of the house. She wouldn't say that. Now, if a man is not in that role of I'm the provider, I'm the protector, this is my family, I need to make sure my family is okay, but he's asking woman, baby, can you make me this sandwich, or can you go do my laundry, and doing all these things when you're not taking your role, it's like mother to child now, because I'm doing all the stuff. That's when women say, I'm not your mama.
Okay.
Well, I would say that anyway. I'm not your mama if the roles are not aligned or established.
What are you talking about? When you want to be in a serving position.
Always.
So when I'm, let's say I'm cleaning up, and I'm doing the laundry. In that instance, I'm doing the laundry, and then what's your position on that? Well, are you to do something? Are you trying to help me with it, or?
Well, if you're doing the laundry because you want to do it, that's fine. Do the laundry. I'm not gonna say, no, baby, I got it, if that's what you want to do. I'm just saying. But if you're doing the laundry because it's been piled up for days, then my position on that is, baby, you wash, I'll fold, or I'll dry and fold.
Okay.
Things like that. We help out. But it all depends on that relationship. Now, we can't speak on everyone's relationship. We just get to speak on ours. We've been in this for over 20 years. So I know I like my clothes washed a certain way. I don't want him washing my clothes.
That's good.
I just don't.
I'm cool with that.
I done had brand new shirts, clothes that has been shrunk,
well, I flunked that class in Washington in high school.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm good.
So I have a specific role, but I don't want nobody else washing my clothes. Now, I don't mind washing all the clothes.
But I'm a good folder.
Yes, but not with my clothes. I like to do my clothes.
Oh, so you just told me something. Okay.
I'm not saying don't fold my clothes, babe. I'm just saying.
Talk to the American people. They waiting on me.
Look, in your relationship, okay, establish the roles, because I don't like making the bed. Okay, I don't like making the bed.
You don't.
I feel like I'm gonna get back in it and mess it back up. So why am I making the bed? But he loves making the bed up.
I don't love making the bed.
He makes the bed up.
All right.
Okay, so
that wasn't in my
anyway.
application. I love making beds.
So we know what we like to do, what we don't like to do, and that's okay, because it's everyone has different relationships. Everyone has established something for their household. I know what I love to do. He knows what he loves to do or wants to do, and it works. I'm still the helpmate.
You're a great helpmate.
Thank
And
you.
I'll give her a compliment on this. You are a great cook.
Thank you.
I'm still learning to cook, but she looks at videos, Pinterest, and you look at everything.
TikTok. Oh, I've been getting some good stuff off TikTok.
And we're vegan, so we don't eat meat. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
We're not vegans. We just don't eat meat. We're pescatarians.
You have to correct me on that. Whatever. But she's a great cook. So what I'll do, my sweet spot, I'll go to the store and I'll get the ingredients, whatever she needs and everything. And also, if she cooks, I'm not going to allow her to wash dishes. Babe, I got those.
See, that's your sweet spot. That's a sweet spot. We're on one accord. When we were, I think we were in class when we heard this.
Premarital class?
Yes.
Okay.
And they were saying if someone cooks, someone else cleans up. If someone washes, someone dries. It's like you're helping one another. The relationship is not a competition. It's, you guys are on one accord. You want the same goal. You want your house clean. You want your clothes washed. You want your food cooked. You want your dishes washed. You want your kids raised in a way where,
they'll leave.
But I'm just saying, nobody's relationship is perfect. Nobody is not going to be perfect. It's just going to be yours. You know what I mean? God gave you your spouse. God gave you your spouse. You guys got, and we got married under the eyes of God. And so, therefore, love one another. Help one another. Don't let somebody do all the work. Don't let somebody cook and clean or wash and fold or clean out the house, and then you got to go get the kids and do that. And it has happened in our relationship.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So let's get naked.
Okay.
Because I'm glad you went there. So
I knew he was going to bring it up. I knew it. We're
But I'm
not
not
perfect.
I'm not trying to embarrass nobody. So
We're not perfect.
I'm not trying to embarrass nobody. I'm just going to say subject A and
Okay.
subject B in a relationship. Married for how many years?
18.
Married for 18 years. Been together for how long?
27, 27, because she's been pregnant 28.
27 years. I'm not saying
Something
no
like
names.
that.
I'm not saying no names, but those are the
My
two
mind.
people. Those are the two people. Now, subject B, which is the man, became frustrated because he felt, not saying that this is totally happening, but
Just be real. Say it.
but he felt like he was doing everything. And understand the frustration comes when you feel that pressure and you're juggling multiple things. Not only working, juggling different, wearing different hats at work. Then you get off work and you're juggling those other duties, which is your number one position in the house. And you become frustrated to the point where you become quiet. You become, the frustration is showing on your face. And then subject A doesn't know exactly that it's going on. Can I say that? Subject A doesn't see it that way. Subject A may be oblivious. What you talking about? You doing everything. What are you talking about? Doing what? And subject B starts to explain to subject A, I'm doing this, and this.
And then subject A say, well, I do this, and this. So, not on one accord.
Totally off. I mean, the cord and broke.
B-A.
It could be A-B. Wait a minute, did you say
Same
B-A?
thing.
C-D. Whatever.
Look,
Whatever.
Look, communication is the key. We're going to always say that. Communication is the key. If you are feeling like you're doing everything, communicate. Communicate with me. Because you may not know if I'm going through something, hurting. I am going through menopause. I'm gonna put it out there. Women over 40, okay? Going through menopause, sometimes I just don't want to do nothing. But that's on me. That's on me. But if you don't say anything, and which I already know, but if you don't say anything, I'm not gonna say anything either.
The point
I be going through sometimes, y'all.
And the reason why I asked you about subject A and subject B, how long they've been married and in the relationship, because at certain points, you know that person.
Yeah.
You know their mood swings. You know them. You know when something's wrong.
Yes.
And in subject
menopause.
Okay. And men just pause.
I'm just saying.
And sometimes, who is A? You A?
I am.
I'm B. Sometimes in subject B's life, subject B just wants you to know or see it without him saying it. He wants you to see that and think this way. He's doing a lot. I see him. He's doing so much.
I appreciate you so much.
We're not talking about us. We're talking about subject A and subject B.
I understand that. I appreciate subject B.
Subject B just wants to. Subject B just wants the house to know that sometimes his feet hurt. Sometimes his chin hurt. Sometimes ain't nothing hurt. Subject B just want to chill and just.
So can I ask you something, subject B? I mean, Keon. So is this in the past or is this current?
Subject B. I gotta call subject B. Producer. Ask subject B. Is this in the past?
Just answer the question for me.
Subject B said this is in the past.
Oh, okay. So is subject A doing better?
Subject A is subject A. Subject A is doing much better.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
Much better.
I know who I am.
But
and I also know whose I am.
Right. I mean, every relationship's gonna go through that.
Yes.
Where you go from what you say, the helpmate,
yes,
roommate. Every relationship and the roommate part is I guess we're sharing a lot, but we're not helping a lot. Mm-hmm. We're sharing the kitchen, we ain't helping in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. We sharing the bathroom, but we ain't cleaning the bathroom or helping out in the bathroom, Yeah. And to be totally honest, I am ACD? OCD. What is ACD?
I have no idea.
I done diagnosed myself. That too. That's me. But I tend to over clean, or I like things in a particular way. Even my son, he's like, you OCD. My son is whatever the opposite of OCD. My son is. He's the inverse of that. Truly. But yeah, I like things a certain way. I don't like dishes in the sink at the end of the night. Yeah. I don't like somebody to go in the kitchen, eat, after I wash dishes.
Oh my goodness.
And put it in the sink.
Especially silverware.
Man, that will get you evicted. But
you can stay though.
Okay. That might get you an invisible arrow upside your head. That's gonna hurt my feelings. But that's why I'll say my son, he does that. I want him to know that, okay, the dish has been washed. Let me go ahead and wash it up. Without me saying, dude, I washed dishes, washed it out. Then you know what that triggers in him? Now you OCD. No, I'm not. I just want you to see. Why it's gotta be like that? When I asked them this, yeah, let me calm down. because we gotta get back on sweet spot.
Yes.
But I'll say this at the end is, if you put if you know that that person is doing this, and you can see that they are doing this, and sometimes it becomes a challenge, even in getting your sweet spot. You agree?
I agree. It's a challenge to getting into the sweet spot because you're going to have some difficult moments. You're going to have some challenging times, disagreements. You know, you're going to be on different pages quite a bit. But all you have to remember is that if you have God in the center, and this is so true, if you have God in the center, the one person that you keep trying to please is Him. And if you're trying to please Him, you will be in your role. You will be in your role because you know you're honoring the person that He gave you. You're honoring the house that He blessed you with. You're honoring the finances that He blessed you with. You're paying your bills and everything. It's not a competition between these two between couples. It's not a competition. You love her, he loves you. You guys want to be on the same page as far as honoring what God gave you, basically. Just honor Him. Honor what God gave you. Because I love you.
I love you.
Even though we fight, we argue. Let me say this. We have passionate disagreements. Minister Carol, Minister Carl, I remember.
Passionate disagreements. Yeah.
Passionate disagreements. We will have, you will have.
Mm-hmm.
But keep God in the center. Keep Him in the center because that's your focus.
Right.
That's your focus. And that is literally the end all. Your spouse, if he sees you struggling,
right,
your spouse is to come over and say, baby, you need help. If she sees you struggling, she needs to come over and say, baby, do you need some help?
right.
That's it and that's all. And yeah, sometimes we'll get to the point where we're tired. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to be bothered. And I get like that. And hey, I'm not judging nobody. But I'm just saying, it gets to a point where if you're struggling, you have to ask your spouse. Your spouse is right there. First, talk to God. But God already sees your heart anyway.
Right.
But you pray. You talk to Him. Your spouse needs to come with you. You pray with your spouse. You pray over your spouse. That's how it is. Your sweet spot is the relationship that you have with your spouse and God. It's three.
So when you were talking about the sweet spot, because every relationship needs to talk.
Yes.
You need to get naked about because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to even identify what's your sweet spot or not. But the thing is, you don't want to be in it alone or feel like you're alone.
Right.
So you open up the conversation, couples, when you can do it now or you can do it after listening, just let them know, okay, I like doing this, but I don't like doing this.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure you can come to agreement with, if you don't like doing that, we can either just stop doing it or someone else can do it. Yeah. And that's where you pick it up. So is the sweet spot, is it sweet all the time, or is it going to not feel, because I'm like.
No, I mean, sometimes, like I said, you'll be in a relationship and you may not even feel like you're in that sweet spot. You may not feel like, you guys are on one page. But if you feel like that, that's where the conversation needs to come in. That's where communication is number one. We're going to always say that. Communication is number one because you may not know. I may not know what you're feeling. I may not know what you're thinking, And if I ask you, are you okay? Communicate with me. No, I'm not. Because I feel like I've been doing this, and this. And then, if I have an excuse.
If you have one.
No, but seriously. That's where the communication comes in. Because if I'm going through something, at that point I can be like, hey, I'm sorry because, I've just been going through this, and this. So communication is number one. It's the key. Your sweet spot is where you thrive. It's where you thrive. You know, you're communicating. You guys are, setting your budget plans for the month. You're talking about what's next. What do we need to do? House projects. It could be anything. If you're communicating and if you're keeping God in the center, you are in your sweet spot. You're in your sweet spot. You can never go wrong with that.
And it's a process to get there. It is a process. Don't think today or tomorrow we're gonna instantly hit that sweet spot.
Because we've been in a sour spot for a long time before we got to a sweet spot.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Being in the opposite of a sweet spot, sour, bitter, or whatever, it's an opportunity to get there.
Right.
Because if you are not there, you don't want to continue to digress. You don't want to stay in that spot. You want to get to the sweet. Even when you're eating stuff, when you think about something sweet, sometimes when you're eating stuff sweet, you want to, it's
savor it.
Yeah, it's really, really juicy. When you're eating something sour, it's like, okay, I got to get something sweet in me, because the sour is just it just makes you make that face, and sometimes you don't want to stay in that face. No, you don't. You want to get to a certain point. In a sweet spot, there is when you get there, you realize that, oh wow, I'm sorry how it's been going. Now we're in that spot.
You recognize certain things.
The household environment is changing.
Yes.
And
you feel at peace.
Right.
And you feel joy.
And you guys can do other things to enjoy. Now you're enjoying each other.
Yeah.
Instead of being,
mad, like, I'm just gonna go downstairs. Oh, he up here.
Right.
I'm finna go in the back. I'm finna go somewhere else. You don't want to be there.
That's not sweet. That ain't nothing sweet about not liking the person that you should love. Yeah. Ain't nothing sweet about that. Get into the habit of, like my wife said, have meetings, have budget meetings, go out, change the environment.
Date night is so important.
Date night is important.
Because when you first started out,
you were dating.
Some of y'all may have not dated because it just wasn't a thing. But dating is so important when you're married. It is.
That's sweet.
You want to continue to dress up sexy, although your knees may hurt when you put on those heels.
But subject B will rub them.
You want to still do your best.
Yeah.
You want to do your best to be sexy, have him dress up, look nice, look good.
Right.
Surprise one another.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, that's the sweetest.
That's the sweet
place to be.
The sweet spot when you're dating, when you're out in public, you don't mind being affectionate to one another. You're kissing on each other. You still smacking on the butt.
He still want to grab your hand.
Yeah, grab your hand and your butt. Want to do all that. Still want to tongue kiss her.
Just bad.
Do they tongue kiss anymore? I don't know what they tongue.
They probably just peck.
It's probably pecking. Yeah. You peck, all right. But you want to get into that point where, and then people will recognize it too. People see, and you remember how people see your baby and say, "Oh, what a sweet baby." They see your relationship, they're like, "Oh, they so sweet." How long y'all been married? But you say, then they say, "Oh, y'all still." You see those people that's out, and they've been married for a long time, but they still hold each other hands. They still being affectionate.
Sometimes they think we just got married because we're so affectionate. Like, y'all could not have been married this long because you guys are too lovey-dovey on each other. But see, that's how we need to be. Right. We supposed to be like that.
It's been some times we was out in public and we ain't like each other. Mm-mm. So
it's many a days.
Right. So when
many a nights.
We appreciate the times now that when you get in the sweet spot, and trust me, the enemy don't want you to be in a sweet spot.
Right.
They will always throw something.
Know this. Yeah. Please listen.
Yeah.
when you get on one accord,
Yeah.
trust and believe something is going to come to test that.
Yes.
Okay? Because it may look good on the outside, but it may not be real on the inside till you get tested.
Exactly.
That's when you know
Exactly.
the realness of the sweet spot.
And what good is strength if you can't test it?
Right.
So even if you just expect for it to come. If you're in a sweet spot right now, you're watching this and you're hearing this, expect the test of your strength, your
Yeah.
endurance.
Yeah.
Expect it. Pass it. Move to the next level.
It may come quick. It
Yeah.
may come later.
Yeah.
But it's going to come.
And we know that too. We know that too. It's gonna be in the it's be the form of kids. It's gonna be something at work. Somebody
Something.
going to test it.
Yep.
But all you got to do is stay grounded.
Mhm.
Remember to talk. Get naked when you need to get naked,
And talk
and talk.
when you need to talk.
Yeah, and get naked some more when you need to get naked some more. Come on. So yeah, baby. Any final words while we wrap this thing up?
I just love you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you get something out of what we share with you. And like I said, we will never share anything that we haven't gone through. We will
Absolutely.
never give advice that we haven't gone through.
They share them social media.
Okay, so you can find us on Instagram. Let's Get Naked and Talk.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook. Let's Get Naked and Talk.
All right.
And if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us on Let's Get Naked and Talk. Let's Get Naked and Talk at gmail.com.
Right. And also like the page, refer a friend, like the page. You can leave us a comment.
Yes.
We need sponsors. We need commercials. Every podcast need a progressive commercial. Something. we need some type of
we don't.
commercial.
No,
We need
we don't.
sponsors. So we need a commercial. We need a commercial too, so we can get some drinks and water and stuff. They pay us.
Anyway.
We'll talk about that. But and we have some news coming up. We may be doing a live broadcast coming up
Yes.
really soon. And you
Just
guys want to pay
stay
attention.
tuned.
Stay
You wanna
tuned
stay
for that.
tuned.
Yes, because that's going to be so much fun, and you can get naked in public with us. So I know that sounded
so
crazy.
bad.
Yeah,
So who are you?
I'm Keon,
And I'm Lynn.
and this has been episode 2
Yes.
of Let's Get Naked and Talk. We'll see y'all soon.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Peace.